next door, and then grandparents next door for our 4 boys. And very fortunate, met the whole family. And Gordon and Randy came over one time and helped me build my house for a part of it. And we'll really miss Dorothy. What a seamstress.
Yeah, what a seamstress.
And a lot in the cook. And all of the many things that she shared with my family. Thanks. I'll miss you, Dorothy.
There were great recipes.
Okay, French cream cake,
That's the name of it.
pretzel salad.
Mrs. Small's potatoes.
Oh, yes, I
Is
smell
Mrs.
it.
Small here?
The spring cake, the spring cake with the orange mandarin oranges.
Yes. This is small potatoes.
Yeah.
One quick comment. As I sit here and hear the great things that are said about Dorothy, in the back of my mind, I'm wondering, what about her husband, Gordon? And the reason I'm thinking this way, Dolores and I lived next to Dorothy and Gordon for, I don't know how many years, but the kids were growing up. Randy and Tammy, and Gordon. Anyway, as I visited over the years with Pam's father, we would get in discussions in the backyard about the kids. What am I going to do? Be a problem pop up? And what am I going to do? Gordon's out, or Pam's out running around with a guy I don't like. Or and there was always something like this that I was concerned about. And I guess I'd sure love to have both of those people sitting here today and see how these 3 have turned out. Thank you.
Just one little comment. Dorothy and Gordon on Thanksgiving Day for several years invited our children over to watch the parade on TV. We didn't have color TV. And they just thought the children should be seeing the parade in color. So remember that.
I also wanted to introduce Lillian Wolfgram is here. She and my mom were sisters, basically sisters-in-law, the way it worked out. Janie's mother and Janie and Randy have been together forever. And we're glad Lillian came down from Wisconsin for those. And my good friend Marie Hollis, who lived behind us for how many years? Probably 25, 30? Yeah.
She advised the neighbors to help
Yeah.
Gordon.
Yep. You want to sing?
I'm not going to say much, but I felt like on behalf of grandkids, I just wanted to, something that stuck with me since we lost Grandma is how special she made every single one of us feel. And I wish she would light up when we walked into the room. And I just keep playing in my head her saying, oh, Annie, every time we walk in the room. And that's something that I'm going to hold close to my heart, and I'm sure all of us will too. And I guess I better stop.
Along those lines, I talked to one of my cousins last week who couldn't make it today, and she said, you know, if you're sharing memories, would you just share this one. I spent 2 weeks of summers, regular 2 weeks in the summertime at Dorothy's, and she always made me feel so special, like I was the only person in the room, and she taught me how to sew. She said, oh, that was Terry.
Grandma definitely did everything for us. Sorry. Come here. She came to all of our soccer games in her high heels, and was always front row. It was fantastic. She was definitely the glue, and she would do everything for us. She hated telling the big I want no phone joke, but she would always do it for us. And she got upset 'cause she thought we were laughing at her, but you know, if anyone else told it, it would be horrible. But since she told it, it was the best joke in the world. What else? She did cook all the time. You would think that we were Irish. She always had corned beef and hash and all that junk. Just so much fun stuff. She'd always, Jaden. She got to meet Jaden. I got home from my deployment, and I found a card that she sent to her on her first birthday. It was so cute. 'Cause she apologized for having such bad handwriting, but she wanted to get the card out, and it was fantastic. It was great. But thank you all for coming. It's fantastic.
You know, one thing that I can remember noticing is how Pam's mom would extend this, you know, interest in and devotion to the grandkids, even to their friends. And one of the people here, Grant, he became an adopted grandson, and he carried her photograph in his wallet. But you know, that's sort of that's something kind of special. You know, when they actually will relate so well to the kids' friends. That was really good. Anybody else? No.
Well, I just wanted to say.
It's on.
Yeah, okay. It's. All I wanted to say is that Grandma, she impressed me so much with the way that she, approaching 90 years old, was keeping track of what was going on with my kids, probably more than I was half the time. And you know, keeping track, especially trying to keep track of where Zane was all the time. And I feel like they were getting old enough where I didn't really feel I needed to know it all the time. She watched Miles a whole bunch as he was younger, and I remember at some point Miles saying, you know, she thinks I'm still 8 years old because she wanted to keep track of and help him with everything, and she did. She took care of, 9 or 10. But no, she took care of it, but then it was also neat to see where it kind of transitioned into where they were kind of taking care of each other, which a lot of times during the summer, he was the one home. He was the one around to spend time with her. She'd give him money to go somewhere with his friends, but then he was there. His friends and Tim, one day she fell down the stairs, and they were the ones there patching her up because she wouldn't let him call the 911. And they were probably 10. But yeah, it was neat to see the way she cared so much and was so interested in everyone's lives. Everyone here, her whole family, and everything they did. And we all loved her and enjoyed her. She was fun. She was fun all the way up till she was gone. So,
all the way through.